ladies and gentlemen, another fragile box from CGC and contains some books I worked on. Let's open it up and see what we got. The first book I'm going to show, guys, is a book I worked on recently. It's a Bronze Age key book. Has in it the first cameo appearance of Wolverine. He has a single panel in it, and the book, if you recall and see the images I have here, was in probably at the best a 2.0 condition, had spine rolls, had rips, and what I did with it is I conserved it, and it came back as conserved 4.0, CGC Conserve 4.0, and it says conservation includes tear seals to cover and cover cleaned. True. So it says first appearance of Wolverine in cameo on last page, Wendigo appearance. It presents really well, guys. It has the scuff marks here, the rips have been fixed, but in general it deserves this grade. I think the grade is called for, and I'm very happy with this grade, as it's actually what I predicted. If you recall on video, I said it might come back as a 4.0, and it did come back as a 4.0. All right, guys, the second CGC book I'm going to show you is something I didn't work on camera. This was one of the earliest books I worked on, probably in 2022 or 23, around then, and it was in really bad condition when I got it from eBay, and I don't remember what I paid for it, but it was close to $100, right? And this is Captain Marvel Adventures number 42, and came back as conserved 5.0. This had some leaf casting done to this area here, as I recall, and some support of the spine. Had a single staple, which was put back. The same staple was put back, cleaned and put back, and the cover was cleaned, and the back was cleaned and pressed and all that, right? So there was a stain on the back I couldn't remove, and that stain remained, and that was noted by CGC. So what they said, basically, multiple crease left bottom of back cover and stain left on top of the back cover. So I don't disagree with the grade. I think it's a good grade. I think it is a nice grade. I think it's an upgrade for me from the book I inherited initially, which was from eBay, which was a very low grade book. So very happy with this, guys. All right, let's look at the next one. The next book, guys, is Captain Marvel Adventures number 67. Isn't that a beautiful cover? This got some light cleaning with an eraser. Got the cotton rounds, of course. And I pressed it, I sent it in. It had many wrinkles when I sent it in, as I recall. And it came back as universal grade 5.5. So this one I'm really happy with. The only notes on it is spine stress lines on the cover and crease the bottom back of the cover. Crease the bottom back of the cover. Oh, this little thing? I guess so, yeah, all right. And then, even though I pressed it, it didn't go away. Crease right top of the front cover and stain at the bottom of the front cover. Stain at the bottom of the front cover. Huh. Where's the stain? Maybe they mean like very light staining here. like moisture mark or something, who knows. Okay, all right, 5.5. That's a very decent grade for this book. All right, guys, the next book I had in my collection for a long time, and I didn't bother with cleaning it or doing anything with it. It looked pretty good, and I figured I'll just venture and send it in and see what I get, right? I have to say I gave it a quick press before I sent it in, and this book is House of Secrets number 89 from 1971. I love the cover, and it is a universal grade 7.0. It notes in the grader notes spine stress lines on the cover, foxing on the cover, and crease right bottom of the front cover. Crease right bottom of the front, I see it, it's right here. I guess I could have taken care of that, right, with the press, but I did. I remember doing it, but it still stayed in there, right? That probably lowered the grade a little bit from an 8 to a 7. But there are multiple spine ticks here, you can see, so it's not really bad as far as grade goes, right? The back, again, I didn't bother to clean it. If I cleaned it, it would have been cleaner, much cleaner than this. There are some foxing on the cover, not too bad though, right? So I agree with this grade. This is a nice book for keeps, and I am very happy with this. Let's look at the next one. The next book is a Bronze Age Marvel book, Giant Size Chillers number 1 from 1974. This one came back as universal grade 6.5. Again, I cleaned the cover with cotton rounds on this before I sent it in, and I gave it a press, and it came back as 6.5. The notes say multiple bend to cover, crease left bottom of back cover, crease top of the front cover, somewhere in there, I don't see it right now, tear right center of front cover. All right, and then the back looks very, very nice in my opinion, right? So overall 6.5 is called for this grade, and I'm happy again to get it and keep it in my collection. Beautiful book, right? Presents really well. The last book I want to show, guys, is Silver Surfer number 4. Came back at 5.0 universal grade. This is from 1969, so it's Silver Age and or early Bronze Age, but I think it's Silver Age, and has had some issues, and I was thinking it's going to be about a 4.0 or a 3.0 even. Came back as a 5.0. And the reason why I thought it was that way, because there was a split in the spine here, and this was not fixed. I didn't fix it. All I did is give it a press and a clean and sent it in, and essentially they say multiple crease to the top of front cover, multiple crease right center of the front cover, spine split the bottom of the spine, which is, this is the one that was noted, and then multiple bend on the cover. And all of them are true. You can see the multiple bends here, and I think the 5 is quite nice to have. So I'm pleased with it. I'm not sure if this is a fracture or what have you on the 5. Might be. Looks like a break, doesn't it? Or a slight fracture right here. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm not wrong. It is a fracture. So I might need to send it back to CGC, let them take care of it. Or a scratch or something. I'm not sure. Okay. But it's a 5.0. I really like it. I think it's a decent book. So yeah, there is a scratch in here, and you can actually see it on their scan even, right? I tried like a wet paper towel. I called CGC and I talked to them, and they said try to wipe it with some water and see if that comes off. It doesn't come off, right? And it's, you see it on their scan even, right? It's like a scratch that goes from here to here, right? It's not a major thing, but I think if I'm to sell this, people might give me a hard time over it. So I'm gonna refill submission form and send it back to CGC and ask them to do a new reholder and submit it under mechanical error, is what I was told. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, thank you for watching.